Hello. Can you hear me? How's it going, Alex and Electric? I think you should be able to hear me. The microphone probably sounds different this week. But the big thing is just making sure you can hear me fine. And here's the game audio. I think the game audio for this game might be a little loud. I'm gonna knock it down just a little bit. So I'm using my headset mic, which is the old mic that I used to use. You can hear it? Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Well, I think I may explain this last week, but I have to sit back for top shotting. So I will be back here on this chair. So I'll trust you guys will take care of yourself over there. I have the chat up and large, so I should be able to read it. But yeah, let me make sure this controller's still connected. It's been laying on the floor for a little bit, so I don't think it is. All right. There we go. Okay, cool. We got gun. We are ready to gun. What's interesting about this version of the game is that it actually has like a opening video, which the Wii version doesn't. I mean, maybe it's more interesting that the Wii version does not. All right, we must calibrate our Top Shot Elite. So I tried calibrating this so the scope matches up. I have not been able to get that to, how am I going to hold this? Is the shoulder really far out? I have not been able to get it to actually line up in a way that makes sense. I think the problem is that the headset's on my head. So let me take that off for a second. Let me just calibrate this real quick. So, yeah, so I used the scope to calibrate it, but it doesn't seem to line up either way. So, we'll just be using this like a Wii remote, basically. Use a chaperone, yeah. Yeah, Alex is over there with you. You guys are all right. You'll be okay. So yeah, this is about like a 2.5 hour long game, so that's like typical stream game length, right? There is like a shooting gallery mode in this one, although I think it's like the Wii version has a shooting gallery, but it's different. It's like a lot more restrictive, I think. This one seems to have more, but we won't be messing with the shooting gallery today. We're just going to be looking at the story. No, it's okay. I don't have my Ethernet cable connected here, so we'll live. I get the feeling that the PS3 version of this game may not run great because this one is ridiculously cheap compared to the Xbox 360 version. I have not looked at the 360 version, but I would guess there's a reason why it's more expensive, but... Oh, yeah? You were at your uncle's house last year, too, around this time, right? I seem to recall you, like, watching anime while you were hanging out there, so... It's definitely running better than the Wii version so far, but we'll see. The Wii version chunks up super, super bad, so... I mentioned it on Twitter, and I think Mr. T had mentioned this before in the chat as well, but This dude, I believe, is the same dude who does Travis Touchdown's voice, or I think his old voice, because I think the new Travis Touchdown has a different voice actor now. I could be wrong about that, but I recall that happening. The 4th of July. That's right. I'm so glad it's not the summer. I was outside earlier and it was freezing. Not freezing. It was cold for Las Vegas standards, and I was like, I'm so happy it's cold. I much, much prefer cold. That being said, I did... okay, run. I was like, I did take my flip-flops outside because I was too lazy to put my shoes on. I like slipped and like dragged the top of my foot across the pavement, and that did not feel great. But that has nothing to do with the winter. That just has to do with being wet.
Is someone there? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I just remember the PS3 is just harder to deal with. I feel like the later half of the generation, though, you saw a lot less like discrepancies between the two versions of the game. So
it has to be here somewhere.
Dr. West, are you all right?
We need to find
X,
it.
circle.
Find what? What are you talking about?
Okay,
I don't know
square,
what you've done.
triangle.
What? I saved both our lives.
What do you want? A medal for crashing in the middle of nowhere?
You and
There's a lot of tearing in transitions.
Stupid.
I can tell that.
I never should have let you talk me into this crackpot scheme.
You took the money.
Does this run on the
It was
Havoc
your
engine? I wasn't
plane,
paying
your
attention.
Call. How could you let this happen?
Meteorologists are calling it the storm of the century, sweeping down from the Arctic Circle, driving gale-force winds and polar temperatures along a 600-mile front. The governor has declared a state of emergency across most of central Alaska. Area residents are advised to remain indoors and not venture outside for any reason.
So,
in related news,
I need to see in the cockpit, but I'm pretty sure this scene in the Wii version is black and white and not
That's
full
it.
colored.
We're going back to Anchorage.
Let me see if it's black and white in the cockpit.
Absolutely not.
No, it's in full
You
color
were
in the
paid to
cockpit.
take
I
me to
believe
Jenner
it's in
Station,
black and white
that
in
is
the Wii
exactly
version.
what you're going to do.
Look, Miss
Doctor.
I'll see if I can
West,
turn subtitles on
this
as
is
well.
crazy.
Really? That's not what you said when I was emptying out my checking account. $10,000, cash only, right? You sat there with that sleazy grin on your face, watching me count out bills like...
I could lose my license.
You took the money. Now do your job.
Look, the weather will clear up in a couple of days.
We don't have a couple days.
What's the big rush, lady? It's not like anybody's going anywhere.
Okay, I can give you another 2,000. Cash. The minute we touch down in Jenner Station. That's everything I have. Please, Mr. James.
All right. But this never happened. If word gets
All right.
around that I...
Thank you.
Time to use
And don't
gun to
worry,
control plane.
No one is going to know about this flight.
What? Are you on some kind of secret mission?
I've changed voices. I believe he did. I recall there being a big like
What was that?
uproar
Oh my God,
when that happened.
Quiet. I can't
But
hear myself think.
It was I think when Travis Strikes Again came out.
No!
What is it?
We're losing power. Engine's damaged.
Is that bad?
Wait, seriously? Did you get your degree
Can I
online, doctor?
pause right now? Let me see if I can turn on like subtitles or something. Oh, that's not very promising. Where's the circle button? I doubt it's under controls. Okay, yeah. All right, no subtitles. You guys are just gonna have to listen real good. Let me know if you. Oh god. Oh god. Let me know if you guys have problems hearing any of the audio at any point.
Anchorage control. This is Alpha Kilo 777. I've lost engine power. GPS is down.
I don't know why I'm pointing the
Last
gun.
known
It doesn't
position.
matter at this point.
What now? Come on, work! You piece of...
The radio's dead. Mr. James?
It was someone else. Okay.
Fasten your seatbelt, Dr.
I'm
West.
probably just
Put your head
misremembering then.
between your knees and cover your face.
What? Why?
Because we're going down.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm not sure if the controls were just starting to get looser there, but it did get like harder to control there at the end.
Look,
He did change voices?
never
I thought
filed a
so.
flight
Oh yeah,
plan.
get that trophy.
do you understand what that means? No one knows where we are.
That package was my responsibility. If those people die...
Whatever you're worried about can wait. Right now, we need to focus on getting...
Sorry, there's like a little dongle on
Get
this and
behind
it
me.
falls and makes a bunch of noise. If you're around for the 1,000 Arm streams, you'd remember the random noises that happen from my headset getting stuck.
There's gonna be more stuff buried under this.
Also, we're gonna shoot tons and tons of wolves in this game, just so you know. Okay, there we go. Okay, dig. I should also reload my gun, actually.
There she is.
There we go.
Thank God for the Second Amendment. The storm's getting worse.
Oh, I can
Wait,
roll?
the snow's
I don't
coming
think
down.
I knew
We
that.
won't
How
get
did I do
another
that?
chance to salvage gear from the plane. Dr. West, just hold on right there.
We don't have time for this.
Look, what's going on?
Just dig.
You gotta talk to me.
We need to find that backpack. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Hey, do me a favor and stay put, okay? I'm gonna have a look around.
The heart! Oh no! I didn't reload. Alright, I think there's another thing here. The rifle's honestly a little harder to use because there's less ammo in it and it shoots slower. Maybe on like hard difficulty it would take 2 shots or something. Hey, Mr. T.
It's not here.
Yep.
Wait, just hold on a minute. What's so important about that backpack?
Travis turned his
We
beam
need to
saber into
find
a
it.
gun,
We're running out
to a
of
hunting
time.
rifle.
Wait,
We're
where are you
hunters,
going?
yeah.
Dr. West!
There it is.
You know, now that I
Thank
think about it,
God.
I may have played like
Dr.
every
West?
version of No More Heroes.
Look, just
Every
stay calm. Don't make any sudden
real
moves.
version of it. Like, I
Right
didn't play the
here.
360 release, but I played the PS3
Everything's
version,
gonna be
right?
fine.
I played like the original Wii one. No,
Just
there's the re-releases No More Hero
take
2
my
on
hand.
the No More Heroes 1 and 2 on the modern consoles. I did not play those, even though they're kind of the same versions, but they're different. All right, we must find shelter. How do I jump in this? Not that. Okay, I think it's square. I don't think this music was in the Wii version either. I don't remember it, at least.
There's something up there. It looks like a cave.
Oh god,
Must be an old mine.
I want to go
There's
here.
gotta be something around here that'll burn.
Also, this guy is like superhuman jumping, as you'll see later in the game. He can just like go wherever he wants. It's awkward. It's kind of weird. Like the thing that just happened there, like so square is the button on the top left here, and that's jump. As you just see there, like I hopped across. But to let go, I don't press. Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna shoot a bunch of crows too. But I don't like to drop. I don't press the button over here. That's the triangle button. I press the circle button, which is all the way back here on the right as this like tiny button, right by the analog stick. So. Thankfully, and this might be because it's really easy to like accidentally hit the buttons down there. This game will like warn you if you're about to drop off a ledge. It'll like buffer it and be like, "Hey, you're gonna fall, dude." Like if I press it here, or like right there, it's like, "Hey, you got to get back up." So it won't like let you just drop to your death immediately. So. Oh. Hey, come on. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels good. I guess that miserable summer at scout camp paid off in the end.
I do like that all the guns in this game are like very traditional guns. Like all the Cabela guns I imagine are very traditional guns. But the Top Shot Elite is this like weird looking like future soldier sci-fi gun. This game has a ton of guardrails. They are very much like wanting you to finish this game. There's very few things in this game that you can just die. It is mostly just platforming, like in a very Uncharted Tomb Raider kind of way of like technically it's just a cutscene that you hold the analog stick during. However, the crows will attack you. You have to stop and shoot the crows if you want to do that. Oh, I've got news. I bought a PC today. I found a pretty good, or at least what felt like from all my research, a pretty good deal. So that was purchased. It will not arrive. It's like a custom built PC, so it will not actually arrive until like, I think early February or something. But,
Sure glad to see a friendly face.
and I'm sure it'll take me a while to transition everything over.
I
But
suppose you could give me a lift to the nearest telephone.
finally got that. I gotta get a 4K
got
capture card
cash.
again though, because I returned my
I'd be
last
happy
one.
to pay for your trouble.
Are you alive?
Well, I seem to be. Not by much, I reckon. Do you meet a lot of talking dead people up here?
You'd be surprised.
Right. Well, if I could just get to a phone, I need to, report an accident.
No phones,
Well, there's gotta be a highway or a...
no roads. Passes are all snowed in. My cabin's 10 miles west.
I like
you
how
feeling all
I'm
right,
like
friend?
very insistent that I stay quiet
You
for
look
these
pretty
cutscenes
sick.
when the story in this
much
game
for
does
a
not really
rescue
matter that
party.
much. I do think the dialogue in this
We
game
need
is
to
pretty
get
good,
out of
though.
here.
Help me to the sled.
Good for what it is,
The
right?
dogs know
Cabela
the
game.
way home.
You heard the man. Lead the way, boy.
Basically cheesy,
this thing is easier than it looks.
like B-movie kind of dialogue. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the old PC yet at the moment.
All right, let's move. Forward. Faster. Come on, run, go. Giddy up. Oh, come on, you stupid mutts. What are you waiting for? How do you say step on it in Eskimo? Mush?
I am still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the other PC. I gotta figure out what parts I'm gonna gut from it, and and by the time I'm done with that, if I'll still have a working PC and everything. I also have some problems with this PC, so like deciding if I were to get rid of it, I would need to make sure whoever takes it knows that. Oh God, I'm hitting all the rocks. It will probably be in my other room, I think, because I do have like a monitor or a TV in there that I don't really do anything with, and so it would be nice to be able to like set up maybe like a second streaming area. You know what I used to do with the like the craft streams that we did very briefly with like the Nintendo Labos and stuff. I wouldn't mind being able to set up like a second station for that I could do something more along those lines. Because currently my current desk setup is really limited by the fact that I am set up in a very like way that I need my PC to be set up for playing games all the time and stuff. So it would give me a little more freedom, and so I could play around in maybe the other room. And I've been trying to like find reasons to use my bedroom in more effective ways. So be able to like have some little like
Home sweet home.
extra steam,
Must be the cleaning lady's week off.
stream.
I don't suppose you got
Station.
anything to eat.
Nice.
Sergeant J. Winterfox.
Hey
82nd
Alvy, how's it going?
Airborne.
Thanks
The
for
old
joining
man
us.
was a ranger?
We're
My
just
friends call me
playing
Jonah.
Cabela today.
He's Togo.
Logan James.
My guess is you're hungry.
You guessed right. I'd be happy to cook
What
us
is-
up some breakfast.
What's the proper way
Can't
to
help you there, son.
hold a
Nothing
gun
left to
during
eat.
cutscenes? Like
You're
this?
all alone up here?
I go
Strike a
down to
pose?
Jenner Station once a month, visit family, pick up supplies. This month I was too sick to make the trip. I figured somebody'd come up to check on me eventually. Then the storm.
How long has it been since you ate?
About a week. The dogs are starving. So last night I dragged myself out of bed and went hunting.
Find
Those
anything?
ears are
Just
wiggling.
some half-frozen city slicker. Not very appetizing.
Yeah, lucky for me. I did a little hunting when I was a kid. Why don't I take a look around?
On my shoulder, like
Maybe I'll get lucky.
Better take the dog with you.
like this.
Yeah. Good idea.
It's not really in a good position for that, honestly, where I'm sitting. Something like that. I probably shouldn't move, though, because I calibrated the gun to work specifically here. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've seen you join the live stream before, Alvy, so thanks for coming. I appreciate it. It's usually pretty, I guess, casual for the most part. I'm not streaming League of Legends or anything like that. Just playing random garbage like this. Although I like this game a lot. But I have not played the PS3 version before, so it's interesting to see this game running okay. Because the Wii version of this game does not run okay. It tries, but... Alright, we gotta jump! Oh. It's weird because, like, I don't remember any music in the Wii version. I remember it all quiet. I'll have to go back and look. I could play like that, too. Oh, no, we gotta... Get off me! Oh, he ran away. Jeez. I don't remember them running around before. You can play it like this, too. It's kind of like, you know when those people play the guitar over their head? Kind of like that. All right, back to real gun gameplay. This game is pretty much smash the climb button at all times. There's like almost no reason to not. Oh, I just like jumped through the. Oh no, get down. Other button. Oh, get down. There we go. I like slid through the ground there for a second.
September 6, 1937. It's been 3 weeks since we set out from Anchorage, traveling overland by rail and dog sled to the south face of Mount Katmai. The boys are in good spirits, and I can tell I've picked the right men for the job. Thomas, Layton, and Render are all tough, seasoned prospectors. If the stories about Craddock's claim are true, we'll find it. And before the winter comes, we'll be going home rich men.
One thing I will say, actually, is that, you know, and this might have something to do with, like, why the Wii version runs so bad. This, like, visually is actually pretty dang close to the Wii version in terms of aesthetically and the character models. It feels close. There's definitely, it's definitely blurrier, right, and, like, a lower resolution. But, like, the actual geometry and everything all feels pretty dang similar. Yeah, get that trophy. I wonder if this is one of those games where you, well, no, there's like the trophy hunt mode, so probably, oh. Got 20 kills. Although, don't I have the rifle? How do I select the rifle? I forget. Oh, I might have to do it during combat. This is a little weird, if I recall correctly. We have to like get up here. Oh no! Oh, whoops. Didn't start the adventure. Oh. So what you need to do there is you have to like climb up on that like step, but to climb up you have to press the jump button, and then when you press the jump button, like it also will like make you jump if you're not close enough, basically. So it's really easy to accidentally jump off the ledge. The Last of Us 2? What about The Last of Us? Is this similar? This the prototype version? Where am I going? Okay, there we go. Somebody was, who was it? Who was I listening to? Somebody was mentioning recently, like, that The Last of Us 2 was not well received by fans. Is that? Like, I know there was some, like, drama when that thing came out. See, like, getting up on this ledge is just such a... It's just so hard. Oh, you just have to, like, walk over there. Okay. So when you approach the rock from the front side, like you would normally do, it doesn't let you on. But if you come around the back of it and walk back up, it'll actually let you get on. It seems like. I was like, yeah, I had a ton of trouble with that rock in the Wii version too. So.
September 6,
oh, really?
1936.
Yeah, like, do people actually like dislike The Last of Us 2, like, generally feeling? Because I feel like that game was, like, really well received, but yeah. Worst game ever? I don't know about that. But a lot of people say a lot of games are the worst game ever when they're really what they mean is it was very disappointing to them. Oh. Pros are too scared to get in. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play The Last of Us 2. I just don't. I didn't like the first game. Like, man. Man, we're having a hard time with this rock, huh? I'm trying to think about what I liked about The Last of Us 1. Is there anything I liked about The Last of Us 1? I wonder if I need to go back. I wonder if I ever wrote or, like, made anything about The Last of Us, because I don't remember how I know I don't like The Last of Us, but I would think that I would have at least, like, something I could come away with that's like, hey, I liked this part of The Last of Us, but I cannot, like, remember what that is for the life of me. If there was anything. Huh. Yeah, I thought the story was pretty mediocre as well, but the problem with me with the story in that game, I don't care about Ellie and I don't care about Joel, and that is like 100% what that game is about. So, the Kuso game, Last of Us, yeah. Like, and I don't want to like first one thing I want to stress, and I know you guys probably know this, but like I don't think The Last of Us is a bad game. Oh my god. There we go. Is that okay? We made it. I don't think The Last of Us is a bad game. It's just like it was not something that I enjoyed. All right. Yeah, do I have my other gun? Whoops. Oops, I lost my targeting right. Well, hit him still. Where's my... Oh no, did my sensor bar die? I think my sensor bar might have died. I can't, target anything. Okay. Let me check my sensor bar. Oh. There's an auto power off on the... Oh, you guys might not... There was an auto power off on the sensor bar. I forgot about that. So after 1 hour, it powers off, and I've had it on for the last like 30 minutes before streaming. Had it on for 30 minutes, and now it started. So yeah, I don't like the characters. I don't like the story. I didn't like the gameplay. How do I change weapons? Do I have a D-pad anywhere up here? Okay. Yeah. And that was the other thing, is like when I looked at it, is like there's nothing about the second game that made me think like, oh yeah, this is gonna like change how I feel about this. There we go. I have to press the select button. A little inconvenient. Dead? Oh, I think I shot him in the heart. Alright, time to hunt one moose. I think I have to go up here to hunt the moose. Yeah. Well, let me know how you like it, Mr. T, because I need to go back. I'll have to look through my website and see if I post anything about it. I don't think I did, though. Going up here. Okay, there we go. I can't even see that ledge, really. I feel like the ledges are harder to see in this version of the game, actually, weirdly enough. Did they deliver on the animations, Electric Bear? 'Cause remember that first E3 demo they showed? Like, the animations looked really scripted in a way that I didn't trust. I think I went back and, like, looked at some footage later and, like, was pretty mixed on how the animations turned out. Admittedly, that's, like, a highly controlled environment, right? So... But... I remember people, like, really highlighting the animations of that and looking at it and be like, I don't know if I believe
After 3 weeks on the mountain, we've yet to catch a whiff of that gold.
I need to play
no
that game eventually.
Or mines. No strike sign in the
local
local creeks.
I'll do the post.
I'm beginning to wonder if Craddock's claim is nothing but a pan-trapped campfire tale.
I was gonna put my hand on my
confound
leg
matters,
there.
a
There we go.
grizzly broke into the larder last night. The bear ate more than half our food stores before we could shoot it. The boys have started whispering whenever my back is turned. If we don't hit something
All right,
soon,
enough of that.
this expedition is headed for bust.
Is it a pricey game? It's a Dreamcast game, and it's like weird and B-movie, so I 100% assume it is pricey. I can't think of another game that makes you button mash to save, by the way. I had to button mash to light the fire, and then it saves the game. Yeah, I think the big thing with the game was like the animations that they showed in the E3 demo were really like they were really scripted in a way that just made it look way too good. Then when you like go look at the video game and you know you have the control over the character, you can do anything at any point, right? It just doesn't hold up as well. But that doesn't mean they're bad animations or anything like that. But you know, I was like the guy who like believed the original Red Steel trailer, and if you go back and look at that trailer, like there's nothing about that as gameplay. Oh! Got away from me. 50 used. Yeah, that's a little higher than I'd like that to be. I'll need to see. I don't know if I don't think I have a. Does the Utopia disc boot burn games, or does it only boot imports? Yeah, I mean, I love Red Steel. Don't get me wrong. I like Red Steel. Like, I like Red Steel 2. Red Steel 2 is a very good Wii game. Red Steel, I like that as a game though. Like, Red Steel's is a kind of a trash fire, but it's also like, from my memory of that game, it is like this hyper stereotyped version of Japan that is just like way too into itself, and I'm kind of like, I kind of like that. It's like, this is real fucking dumb, and I love it. Everyone to believe in Red Steel, yeah. Man, I should do something on Red Steel at some point. I just have not gotten back to it. I like the game for sure, yeah. I wanted to okay, time to moose. Okay. I wanted to oh, more moose. So there was like a leaked set of concept art for Red Steel 2 from before they like switched directions, and I really liked the look of that it was like more of like a spiritual kind of game in a lot of ways, with like kind of weird like gods and stuff involved, rather than like kind of the Western, you know, kind of feel. But you know, I think at some point people realized, or Ubisoft realized, that game really only sold because it was a launch game, and that if they tried to follow up on it, probably wouldn't sell super well. But yeah. I mean, that kind of thing just, well, it's not very proper these days to do those kind of things and like try to pass it off as gameplay. I think most people have learned their lessons. 2006 was a very different time. That was like Killzone 2 trailer era, right? And I think nowadays people are a lot more knowledgeable about, you know, tech demos, and companies are more upfront about like what those are. That's some of those things were not necessarily supposed to be seen by the public. I mean, those trailers specifically I mentioned were, but I think people are more educated these days and could handle those a bit better. And I feel like most games always start with like some kind of like cinematic trailer or something first and foremost. But you don't see that many games that do like the fake gameplay thing anymore. Deep Down, is that what it's called? The Capcom game? I think that's the last game I can recall that was like really just like, man, this is definitely not a video game. But they definitely are trying to make it look like it is. Ubisoft still does bull shots. I might just not pay enough attention to them anymore, to be honest with you. Because I'm like, oh yeah, you're making another Watch Dogs games. That's cool. And those Watch Dogs games, as far as I can tell, are very good. But I have no real interest in most of Ubisoft's games right now. So yeah, Deep Down never came out. I remember seeing a gameplay of that from a Tokyo Game Show, and it was kind of interesting. Oh, the real game of Killzone 2 looks better. That's kind of funny. I haven't looked at Killzone 2 or that trailer anytime in the recent history. So I played a little bit of Killzone 3, weirdly enough. God, oh, I'm dying. For some reason, I don't like want to move a lot. Okay. All right, so jump in a direction is dash during combat. That's good stuff. Oh, there. Oh god. Oh. Oh, can't see him. Hey Joshua, how's it going?
This is my house. If you don't like the rules, get out. Go on, get lost.
What was
Jonah?
who posted the
talking to somebody?
arcade YouTube video
Something
for
like
that
that.
one guy? I forget his name. Buffalo.
One of those dead people
Who posted
you
that in the
mentioned?
Discord?
Not all spirits are people.
Oh,
Some are animals.
The Magic
Some
Carnival
are
game you talked
demons.
about looked kind of interesting. Thinking of the round
Okay.
one now that Joshua's here.
Whole mountain's lousy with them.
I kind of want to play Magic
Some of them aren't so
Carnival.
bad. They keep me company. But now and then, they overstay their welcome.
do these spirits ever talk back to you?
Of course they talk back. Wouldn't be much of a conversation otherwise.
Did this start when you got sick?
Oh, they've been coming around for years. Since I got back from the war. I thought you might be one of them when I saw you laying there in the snow. Can't be
Nice.
too careful when it comes to spirits.
Be
Why is
diligent.
that?
Practice that
Not all
Japanese.
spirits are friendly. This mountain's got more than its share of the bad ones. The Chachka and the Deer Woman. That old witch almost had me this morning.
The deer woman?
Oh, she's a bad one. A trickster. Lures hunters to their deaths. I heard her calling out to me during the storm, asking for help. Even Togo heard her. But I knew it was a trick.
This deer woman. Where did you hear
I
her?
like the
Was it near where you found me?
cabin man.
Near enough. Down by the waterfall.
Oh my god.
Hey, don't worry about the Deer Woman, son. She's long gone by now.
She must have survived the fall, but how is that possible?
Shouldn't talk to yourself so much, son. People will think you're crazy.
I need to borrow your dog sled. I'll be back before sunrise.
Gotta go save the deer woman. Okay, we're back at the battlefield. I think I've given up on me saying I'm gonna study more Japanese anytime in the near future, or at least saying it. You know, I clearly have not really put the thought or effort into it. So, I should, but I'm not. I'm no more. Not gonna say anything about it until I actually do something, rather than just sit there and talk about it all the time. Beyond Good and Evil? Oh yeah, I forgot about Beyond Good and Evil. What was the last time we saw that game? That must have been like 2009, 2010, right? I'm trying to remember the last time we saw that. What that was on like 360 PS3, right? Or was that an Xbox One and PS4 title? Oh man, I can't even put like in my memory of like where. Okay, I guess we're just gonna shoot these guys first. I can't put my memory where that was announced and how many years it showed up to E3.
What's up, boy? You hear something?
It's just the wind.
We
What?
could do the red
You
steel
don't
thing where I
believe
do
the old
this
man, do you?
while I play.
Knock it
Yeah.
off. You're
And it was
creeping
also
me
like,
out.
wasn't it like you had to custom, like, or rather like, people submitted content to it or something weird? Like they're like, we're gonna let you make the content rather than us or something weird like that. I think it was around the time that like Kickstarter crowdfunding stuff was getting big, so, and maybe it was like around the time that Mega Man Legends stuff was happening as well. I could be getting the days mixed up on that, but that is all in my memory. Checks out. I'm trying to remember the last thing Ubisoft did that I was interested in. I thought that like amiibo game they did was kind of neat. The Starfield, is that what it's called? Hop, hop, hop. That was my memory of it. I'd have to go back and look. But.
Oh no, I'm too late.
Like I said, my memory of Beyond Good and Evil 2 is very vague. Man, you clip into the mountain a lot in this version of the game. Or maybe it's just more noticeable. HD graphics, HD clipping. Yeah? Alright, I guess we're gonna press the circle button. Oh no! Press the circle button one too many times. Rayman Legends. Did I play that? Was Rayman Legends the second 2D reboot game, or is that the first one? I played the first one, I'm pretty sure. I think I beat that, actually. I think that was a GameFly rental for me. I think I played through it. Rayman Origins? Is that what it's called? Zombie U is really good. I love Zombie U. Zombie U might be... Is Zombie U my favorite Wii U game? Zombie U is the most Wii U game, I'll say that much. Like, I can't think of another game that uses the Wii U gamepad in the way Zombie U did. Like, that game definitely... Like, even more so than Nintendo in a lot of ways. Okay, I think I played through Origins, not Legends.
I'm too late.
Starlink, yeah. Okay, so press circle once, and that's it.
October 10th. I couldn't sleep again last night on account of the unrelenting howling.
I still gotta play Star Fox Zero.
The filthy beasts are half-starved and desperate.
I got it for like
The
$5
Huskies
and
keep
have
them
not
away
played
from
it
the
still.
camp at night. So far, anyway. We haven't seen Thomas in 2 days. I told the others I sent Thomas to work a stream down slope, but they could tell I was lying. If he doesn't turn up by sunrise, we'll have to go looking for him.
His hair's like a weird jellyfish. Like, look at his hair and how it's like waving. I don't know, it looks funky to me. Okay, don't press circle too many times. There we go. Oop. Oh, wrong button. Honestly, Joshua, you're most of the way there with Ubisoft. I mean, they have a long history, right? And I have, you know, the scummy stuff aside, obviously, like, I have generally appreciated their presence in the game industry. I feel like they've generally been a bit more adventurous than, like, the other, like, companies within their space, like Activision and Ubisoft. But yeah, there's problems with them. There's always, like if you take away the actual like sexual or workplace culture problems issues with that studio, I think generally like the games they make out of that category of developer is probably the most interesting personally. But I remember Ubisoft used to publish like JRPGs. They published Evolution World in the West, I think. They may have published Evolution 2 on the Dreamcast as well. There's like some PSP JRPG they did as well. Oh yeah, I need to play more Prince of Persia games. I only ever played the first like reboot for Prince of Persia, and I did not like it, but I appreciated it. I thought the ideas were cool. I thought the game felt cool. I think, and keep in mind when I say I did not like it, I was like 13 at the time. So like it could have very much just been something did not click with me at that moment. So I still would like to play more Prince of Persia games. I hear the Wii one is really good. I forget what it's called. Forgotten Sands, is that right? I hear that's a great Prince of Persia game. Well, that's good to know, Mr. T. Unfortunately, I don't play co-op games very often, but originally I was going to play through all the Star Fox games on stream, but then I played the original Star Fox, and I was like, actually, no. Because it's way too hard to pay attention to video, like a game like that, while also paying attention to chat, so. Yeah, I heard Forgotten Sands pretty good. Isn't there a DS version of Forgotten Sands as well? Aren't they like chibi as well? I don't know if I've ever seen that video game, just like the box art.
Dr. West?
I mean, I like Star Fox 64 and Assault, and I don't mind the clunkiness, so I might love it. You know me.
He must have been here for decades. Thanks, pal. If I make it out of this, I'll see you get a proper burial.
Here he come.
Holy.
Ow. I want to use my real guns. I don't know why it like always switches back to the handgun. Maybe when you're climbing it like auto equips the handgun and then doesn't switch it back. Thank you. I just threw a bunch of random garbage on the screen. I figured wolves. We're gonna be shooting a lot of wolves. We shoot moose, and I thought a deer was close enough to that. And then I was like, hey, why not a snowman? And then I just like the face of this lady here. I think the picture's called like Christmas Lonely is what it's called. But I liked her face. Like, this is good.
Climbing axe should give me just enough reach to catch that edge.
Unfortunately, my green screen's not big enough, so I get a little cut off on the side. But that's okay. You guys don't need to see all of me. I am a big fan of this sweater, though. I got this from My Nintendo store. I love Snowman Mario. Like, if I'm gonna buy some garbage Nintendo apparel, Snowman Mario is pretty much the only thing I'll buy. I had the Nintendo 3DS theme that had him on it, too, but... He's a Christmas cake, yeah. You know, one thing that feels really weird is that, like, I always liked the kind of, like, Christmas cake story kind of thing with like, office ladies and stuff like that. And, you know, basically ladies being like, oh, God, I have to get married because I'm getting old kind of thing. And, like, I used to always call them my old lady mangas and stuff like that. But now, like, now they're, like, 5 years younger than I am now. And I'm like... It feels weird to call them old lady mangas. Where am I going? Down here? I feel like I came from this way, didn't I? I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I feel like I came from the left and then I started heading up to the right over here, but I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, unless I'm jumping... Is it? It's not this. Yeah. What is that? Where am I going? Is it... Am I going down here? Or is this where I came from? Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. I think this is where I need to go, maybe? I might be going backwards. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Getting older and feeling like a man-child, it's definitely been interesting just, like, seeing how, like, no one is really, like, ever a real adult. like, when you start interacting with people, like, who are older in your age and don't have, like, authority over you in any way, like, you start seeing kind of, like, how certain things are, like, still just, like, a part of their personality that feels, like, really immature. Even though if they, like, come off as, like, being an adult. And so it's kind of fascinating to see that, like, it's not necessarily that based off age people, like, become adults. Or even, like, their demeanor. Like, people making smart adult decisions are, like, it's, like, only very specific people end up being those kind of people, I feel like. And then most people, I think, are not quite great at doing that kind of thing. Despite, like, when you're a kid, like, most adults seem like they're probably fairly reasonable people, but, yeah. It's interesting that that changed, so. I will say I'm very fortunate. I have lived a very, like, comfortable life, so I have not had to like, really go out of my way to mature all that much. For better or for worse, right? So. We all are children, always and forever till we die.
Hang in there, Doc. You made it this far. I'm not gonna let you freeze to death now.
Go and hunt for furs. Oh my gosh. I wonder if this version of the game has more wolves too, because I do not remember there being like 30 billion wolves. There we go. Oh, I need to reload. There's the bag. Or wait, am I supposed to see that bag yet? I know at some point he comments on it. I need to hunt first. Okay. Did it tell me not to go this way, or is this the hunt direction? I don't think so. Did I miss the hunt? Camera's freaking out. It's like, why are you going backwards, man? We had you on a line and you messed it up. Let me make sure. I don't think... Is there a moose to the left here at all? If not, I'll go start climbing the cliff. There we go. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure I need to be over here.
Sorry, big fella. Survival of the fittest. I'll never get the hide off this
that is
thing in
very
time.
fitting, Electric. How many chapters of Deltarune are out? Is it 2?
I can't believe I'm actually gonna try this.
Or is there like an episode 0? I feel like there was like a weird like initial release that came out that maybe not necessarily been chapter 1. But I'm
Sorry,
probably
Doc.
misremembering.
It's not exactly the Four Seasons, but it's the best I could do on short notice. Just have to wait and hope for the best.
Okay. Now we go to bag.
Looks like the backpack she had on the plane. Norax. Name sounds familiar. What do we have here?
Fatality rates for the new strain are projected in the 95th percentile. This stuff makes the swine flu look like the common cold. We haven't seen anything like it since the 1919 pandemic.
What the?
We've got 18 confirmed cases so far.
It's a game about
All
COVID.
more ex-employees, all residents of Jenner Station. Director Morgan seems more concerned about limiting the company's exposure, but if we don't get this vaccine up there within 48 hours, he's gonna have a couple dozen dead bodies to explain to the press. I'm on the next flight out of Anchorage. Can't afford to wait any longer.
Okay, when was the first release? Okay.
The vaccine. That's what was in the bag. That's what Wes was looking for. She must have lost it in the crash.
Strawberry
The
milk's really
stuff's
good.
gone.
I do
Where'd
not
it
drink
go?
much strawberry milk, unfortunately, but I do enjoy it. I forget, how do I get the bag? Oh no, I need to go collect the vaccine. That's right. Yeah. You know, the far off event that definitely was terrible. Alright. Go collect vaccines. If you haven't gotten the vaccine before, this is what they look like. Big. They're the size of your body. There we go. Oh god, at my feet. I didn't realize that. Ow! I need to dodge earlier because if I dodge when they get up to me, it's already over. Reload. I find it like harder to move with the gun, honestly, compared to the Wii version using the nunchuck. I don't know what it is. Just like something about the controller. Maybe it's because the fact that like the analog stick and the pointing is on the same like controller. So like I feel like if I'm doing this, like it's doing too many things at once with the gun kind of thing. What is the most adult thing I do? I like history videos. That's maybe the most like boring adult thing I do. But I don't like do actually like you know, tracing of, you know, that thing where like you can trace your genetics or whatever and go back and learn about, you know, where you came from and stuff like that. I don't bother with that stuff. My sister was into it a little bit. So I heard some things through her a little bit, but never did it myself. But I do like U.S. history in general quite a bit. Which is kind of interesting because I kind of flipped, I feel like. I used to be more interested in world history, but I think over time I've become more into U.S. history more than anything. Yeah, I remember it being like really or not shocking, but like it really caught everybody off guard. Check this out, bam. Jumped twice my height. I remember really like catching a lot of people off guard at the time. So I don't think he announced it beforehand, right? I think he's just like, here it is, it's out. Phil Spencer came out on stage with an Undertale shirt and said, here you go, Deltarune Chapter 1. Is the Switch still the only console that Deltarune's on? I think it's on the Switch, isn't it? Ow. Oh yeah, check this out. I forgot about this. Tree bear. about the bear using the tree like a baseball bat. All right, vaccine. Yeah. Like, nothing about this game is like that extreme, but like the
October
little
12th.
bits here and there that
We
just
returned
like
from searching for
make you
dogs to
laugh.
find
Like
wolves rooting through
the
Rosebud.
fact it plays it so straight faced otherwise, I
We
think
scattered
is
the
what
wolves
makes
with
it work.
gunfire, but it was already too late. The Huskies are all dead, and we lost the rest of our stores. Render went half mad when he saw the bloody remains of his sled team. He pulled a Bowie knife on me and demanded to know what he's supposed to eat now. I told him we don't have much choice in the matter.
Dog is very excited for me to read a journal out loud. I like how like smashing the X button, the gun is just like sitting there vibrating while I do that.
Good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep?
I definitely
Suppose
need to
you're the
play
one
some
who
more
put me
Cabela
inside
games.
That thing.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I don't know whether to thank you or strangle you. You probably saved my life.
Don't mention it.
Where did you learn how to do that?
I saw it in a movie.
What?
Star
Look,
Wars?
Dr. West, I found your journal and the vaccine. What's left of it, anyway.
Then you know about the infection.
I know enough. I know why it was so important for you to get to Jenner Station. I figure it still is.
Now more than ever. That vaccine is only viable for another 48 hours. We need to get moving.
I'm with you on that, Doctor. But first, we need to stop by my friend's cabin. It's on the way.
There are infected people out there who will die without that vaccine. We don't have time to socialize.
Yeah, I gathered that. And I'm pretty sure my friend is one of them.
What was that?
Trust me, you don't want to find out. We need to go, now.
The bear has taken like 30 rifle bullets. Admittedly, I have no idea how many bullets it takes to kill a bear, so maybe 31. What? No, it's definitely not a Star Wars reference. Electric. Robin Atkins Downs. That sounds right. I don't know his name, but it's definitely that. Or it's the Travis Strikes Again or Travis Touchdown guy. If I can say the name of the game or the person, I guess. Travis Touchdown. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like certain parts of his voice, you can definitely tell he's Travis. Also, this is the exact same path as the first one. They just made it look slightly like snowier. I don't know. There's a lot of this game that actually you kind of repeat the same sections, so very clearly did not exactly have the budget to build out a huge story mode. Kazuhiri Miller? What is who is that? I don't know if I recognize that character. Oh, by the way, I bought the Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing that on stream or not. I think that is a short RPG. I bought the Switch version. It's on sale for like 12 bucks right now, so I wanted to grab that. Good.
You're back. Who is that with you?
Okay, good to
Jonah?
know.
Meet Dr. West.
Parasite Eve first comes first,
AKA
but
the deer woman.
I'll definitely keep it in mind. I've been wanting to play through it,
Dead.
so
Just a little frigid.
Hello, Jonah.
I'm interested
Mr.
in
James
this.
tells me you haven't been feeling well.
It's just a cold. I'll be fine.
I'm afraid it may be more serious than that. Get my bag from the sled. What's going on out there?
Something's attacking the dogs.
Don't go out there.
Why not?
It's the Jachka. Jachka. It's hunting you. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. I could smell it on you when I found you out there.
Give me that rifle. Bar this door. Don't come out unless I call for you.
You can't fight it, Logan. You can't kill a demon.
We'll see about that.
I love the random screaming. Alright, new gun. Double bear now. Up the ante. Ah! Come on, reload. Reload! Oh, I probably don't have any bullets left. I didn't actually look at my ammo, but I don't know why it wouldn't reload otherwise. Alright, well. Ow. I almost dead, actually. Oh, there's some ammo there, actually. Boy. Come on. Oof. That was close. I almost died.
There's no demons here.
I don't think there's a PC
Just
version of
starving
this,
bears.
unfortunately.
I've lived around here my whole life.
But all the
Never
accessories
known
are
a
like
grizzly to act this way.
USB and like
It's the
wireless,
storm.
so
It ain't natural.
probably would
Without
be
the
easy to
sled,
connect.
we'll never make it to Jenner Station in time. It'll take days to walk around the mountain. By then it'll be too late.
You shouldn't be out here in the cold. Let's get back inside.
Cabela's no more heroes. Alright, guess what we do? Go back up this path again. You know, this is one of those things, again, I had to go back and look at the Wii version. I think this was just Hunt 3 Moose in the Wii version. Meese? I need to go up. So the fact that it's different things, I think, might be different. But again, I have to go back and look. It's been like a month since I played this. But yeah, it's basically like a little USB adapter, and then at that
October
point, it gets
22nd.
like recognized as a PS3
We'd
controller.
all be dead
so.
today, starved or frozen or both, if not for the old
But
Indian
I don't know
who
anything
came
about
upon
how it
our
actually
camp
connects,
last night
so.
and saved our lives. His name is Gabriel Winterfox. He brought fur blankets, food, and ammunition. I told him I'd pay him fair price if I could, but he said he hadn't come to trade. Winterfox's people believe that a man has a sacred obligation to help those lost in the wilderness. When I told the old man why we came here, he told us some nonsense about Indian spirits and sacred ground. Said we could go home now, or stay and die on this mountain. I thanked the man kindly for his help, but I didn't come all this way just to turn back empty-handed.
Alright. Let's see here. Where am I going? Oh, that's right. I think it's up here. Maybe it's up here? I can't remember. Maybe it was up over. No. Where did I go? I don't remember. Oh, is it over here? I think it's over here. Maybe. Or am I dumb? I'm dumb. It's down here. Like jumping across? Maybe I'm just dropping down for now. Yeah, okay. Alright. I haven't tried like PS3 emulation or anything like that yet, so. But I don't really mess with emulation much at all, to be honest with you. Like, unless I absolutely have to. But recently I've been spending enough money that I don't have to, thankfully, with the 3DS and everything like that. So. I might do like a DSiWare game stream at some point. I need to capture some footage for Nintendo G video, including other DSi games, so that might happen. So I gotta load those onto my 3DS at some point. Not sure when that would happen, if it would happen after the Nintendo G video or before. Also, the Nintendo G video is basically like almost finalized, by the way. Or the script for the Nintendo G video is basically almost finalized. So it's moving along very well. A little trouble with some of the script early on, but otherwise it's really moved like pretty smoothly in a way I was not really expecting it to. So. But the one thing that's like a problem with it still, but I think it's just the nature of it, is just like explaining what that game is. It's just going to take a long time to tell people how Nintendo G plays, because I think how Nintendo G plays a very big role in why it works. So yeah, my PS1 is modded to do burn games actually, so I could burn games. I'll definitely play speed powered gun bike that way. Because I'm not paying $100-something for that. But yeah. But for sure, there's definitely a lot of reasons to do that. So. Holdelka? That's another one that I was like, I'm not buying this anymore. It's just way too out of my range. So. Thankfully, most of the stuff I'm playing on PS1 doesn't really like line up with what other people are interested in, so I just want to make sure there was anything down there. Not that I think there's like anything you'd really miss in this game. I feel like I may have missed like one journal entry and my initial playthrough, but you see him just like bend over there for a second? I don't know what happened there. Oh yeah, that's the whole, I really try to avoid electric, because I know if I get in the mindset of I want all of something, that just is setting you up for the one time that you need to get the last thing, right? Like, as much as I am collecting QNext games and like, oh, you can jump using the R3. L3? Probably L3, actually. But it's only jumping forward, it looks like. You can't jump up. I can't jump up there either. Interesting. I think we're going to snipe something here, right? No? Oh, maybe not. For some reason I thought this is where you snipe one of the things. Oh, I jump here. Okay. Yeah, you can use R3 to jump. I mean, this is not comfortable, but it's definitely more accessible.
November 7th. A fierce blizzard came down from the north and we were forced to take shelter in a cave. When we got a fire lit, we saw that the walls were decorated with Indian paintings that looked as old as these hills.
Trying to think.
That night, we heard the strange sounds of an animal that none of us could identify.
I think there's a PC Engine game called Go Go Birdie that I would want, and that's like $100. So like, I already know I'm not going to pay $100 for Go Go Birdie.
This cave looks like it runs deep. I am to find out just how deep it goes.
That's rough. I feel like most RPGs I've played in recent years haven't been particularly challenging, so. In recent years. I pretty much, like, after Final Fantasy 15 and Xenoblade Chronicles X came out, I basically died when it came to RPGs, so. Oh, is this just the camera freaking out? Okay, camera just is like, I don't know what's happening here. Just zoom in on Scout. Oh. This is one of those ones where like you have to jump really high and like it's not very clear that you should jump there. I only remember because it took me a while to figure out where I was going in the Wii version. So, that's one nice thing about playing the Wii version of this ahead of time is that I know where I'm going. Even though it's like super linear, sometimes you're just like, I cannot tell what part of this hill that I can actually like walk on or climb on, so. I don't know if I'll ever play as a Tales of Destiny game. I don't have a lot of interest in playing another Tales game, to be honest with you. So, I'm sure they're great. It's just like, I just would rather go play most other RPGs, and I know I'm not going to get to most other RPGs, so I gotta be selective with my time. And the Tales games to me just come off as very like straightforward, at least the ones I'm familiar with. But I'm sure they're, you know, interesting and have their own unique things going on with them each. So I've only played Symphonia and Tempest. Those are the only two Tales games I've played. I only played Symphonia because it was on the GameCube. Would not have played if it wasn't on the GameCube, probably. But I was just like, I want all the GameCube RPGs, so I bought a bunch of GameCube JRPGs. And that's how I have a copy of Evolution World. And man, as much as I have nostalgic feelings for Evolution World, I do not feel great about the game of Evolution World. But admittedly, at the time, I was a lot more stingy with RPGs. Although, honestly, in some ways, I might be more stingy with RPGs today. Like, in the gameplay department, specifically. But I just don't like. I just remember like Evolution World, like the dungeon element of the game just was like mind-numbing to me. So I thought the combat was like very, very flashy though, and the music's pretty good. And I don't remember the story at all really, but I don't remember the story really at all, but I do remember the characters being pretty fun, so. Yeah, that's always the fear with emulators and stuff. That was the fear about playing games on the Wii U with a DS emulator. I was always like, okay, is this game going to just die on me at some point? Vibrating dog. Last one should be up here. Oh, come on. Down go. Alright. Go back to Jonah's cabin. Disc rot. I don't know of like too many cases of disc rot happening at the moment, so I think at least in the near future you're probably pretty safe. Although I'm sure there's edge cases of it happening, so. Man, I gotta play through Doshin the Giant at some point. I bought that a while ago and I have not given that a go. I think that game's gotten pretty pricey too. Graces is the Wii game, right? Graces and Graces F, right? That sounds like it checks out. I think if I wanted to play any of them, it'd be the, is it Tales of Asteria? I liked how Asteria looked. I can definitely understand that. You know, it probably, like, when it comes to selling games, it really comes down to just, like, making sure you hit the market at the right time, right? I think people are... It seems like a pretty safe time to sell GameCube and 64 games. Like, you're probably going to make a decent amount of money at this point. So... At least on the Nintendo stuff. I don't really know how. Oh, that's my dog. I don't really know how the PlayStation stuff is going. I feel like PlayStation stuff is a lot more like specific to the game. Like horror games and RPGs and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta stretch a little bit. Stretchy, stretchy.
How's he doing?
Oh, I'm back.
He'll live. I wish I could say the same for his friends at Jenner Station.
Maybe it's not too late to do something about it. That company you work for, Narix, they've got mines all over this mountain, right?
Not anymore.
They don't make
Those
particularly
mines
good
were
eye
abandoned
contact.
20 years ago.
They kind of
The
look
prospecting
around a bunch.
operations were relocated 20 miles north.
Yeah, but those old mines are still here. I stumbled into one by the crash site. There must be other tunnels. Some of them must come out on the other side of the mountain.
What's your point?
Those tunnels are probably connected underground.
Spit it out, Mr. James.
There's no way to go around the mountain, but maybe I can go through it. If I can get inside that mine, I can find a tunnel that comes out near Jenner Station. I could be there in a matter of hours.
If I remember correctly, there was a cable car at the old mining camp here. They used it to carry mine crews up to the summit. That was the heart of the mine complex. All the tunnels connected there. James, this is crazy.
I know, but if there's even a chance this might work, I have to try.
You forgot to ask why the mine was abandoned.
There were accidents. Some of the miners were killed.
Scanning manuals and
Norix
box
shut
arts
down
are
the
always
operation
good.
because of safety concerns.
I need to do more.
What happened to those men was no accident.
I've been working on
It
drama
was the
CDs more than
Chachka.
anything, but I haven't
This mountain is
gotten back
sacred
to
ground.
it. I've been busy, unfortunately.
The Chachka was here long before the mine. It lives underground, and it doesn't like trespassers.
My life has been taken
If
over
you
by
set
two
foot inside
things.
that mine, Logan, you won't ever come out.
The Nintendo G
That's a
script
risk I'll have to take.
and Final Fantasy the First Soldier. I have played way more Final Fantasy First Soldier than I probably should. Most of last weekend was Final Fantasy the First Soldier. Yeah, it's weird because like I feel like Arise was like really well received by like more mainstream audiences, but I feel like I don't hear that many people like praising it that much though. That makes sense. Like it feels like there's like a positive attitude around it, but I don't really see anyone talking about it anymore. Oh man, check out them graphics. Suddenly I popped open the Wii version of the game. Now here's the frame rate. And the massive jump. More like a modern video game there. Like the cutscene is over. Now everything has to load in. I kind of wish modern games hid that stuff better. But maybe I haven't played on like PS4 or PS5 and Xbox Series X, so maybe those consoles hide that stuff better. The bridge is broken. I forget, can I actually climb on the trees? I don't think so. Let's see here. Okay, there's ammo. Gotcha. I thought it looked good. It's like it's a nice looking Tales game, that's for sure. What's happening? Okay. Going over here. What about it being Cabela's game? in terms of the looks. I mean, that kind of like pop-in stuff like happens with modern video games. So, like, I think it's just like around this era that became more and more of a thing, and I don't really understand the technical reason behind why that's the case, but I'm definitely someone who prefer them to like linger on a black screen for longer rather than like show you like everything looking like a nightmare. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does it. I feel like most modern games do it to some degree. Probably should change guns. Gun change button is like so far out of the way on this controller. I don't like the triangle button doesn't even do anything. Like I don't know why. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to shoot you, dog. Just blasted my dog in the head while trying to shoot that way. There we go. Oh yeah, like yeah. I mean, this is a low budget game. I'm not blaming Cabela for it particularly. Just like games in general have that like visual weirdness to them. So, and I don't really know why other games, why that's like a technical issue with other games too outside of Cabela. I wasn't aware that Star Ocean game, Star Ocean 5, there weren't any like real cutscenes in that apparently. Apparently it's all like in, not in engine. Like, no canned camera angles it seems like. It's all just like the characters walking around in real time. So like a Half-Life cutscene or something. So when I was playing the Wii version of this game,
I'm gonna have a look around.
Where's the fire? I don't see it. It's on the other side of the thing. When I was playing the Wii version of the game, there's like a weird noise that like kicked in right here that sounded like just a ton of static, and I don't think it was intentional. I guess I'll find out if that is in here as well. I will say I don't know anybody. Like I know one person who likes Star Ocean games, so. I'm not sure why.
Hey!
Star Ocean games feel like Saga games to me, where it's like Akitoshi Kawazu is at the helm of the company, basically, or a high-level position.
Around here I can use.
And because of that, like Saga games just keep getting made. I feel like Star Ocean feels similar to that, except for I'm unaware of anybody of note
Braddock's claim is
being high-level at Square
we
Enix
found
with that game.
Down there, deep in the mountain.
Or
Old
yes.
Craddock's mark was there,
It's a
painted
Trius
on a
game,
cave
right?
wall
But
that
Square Enix is
glittered like the
publisher.
crown jewels in the light of our lanterns. Those tunnels are practically oozing with gold.
Oozing.
The Katmai strike is worth more than we could spend in a dozen lifetimes. All we need to do now is get down to Jenner and stake our claim. Craddock's long dead. I figure he won't mind.
All right.
Ranger station. Let's hope there's still a radio set inside.
Got turned around. There we go. Oh god. Do I have a shotgun? Oh, I got the shotgun. I think I got turned around again. Yeah. I've only ever played the first Star Ocean game, or not the first one, Star Ocean 3, and that is probably the only Star Ocean game I'll play in my lifetime. I don't know if any other Star Ocean game has ever like caught my attention. So. I do like Triace stuff. If it wasn't for Monolith Soft, I would be a Tri-Ace fan. Just blasted him. I used the grappling gun. Forget how the grappling gun works. Do I climb first? I think I climb up here first. Oh. I think is it here? Yeah. Kind of weird because like the pointer never shows up on screen otherwise, at least in this version of the game. But here's where that like crazy noise played last time I did this. Oh,
actually
when the
kind of
mission
fun.
starts. You can just run past them too, but you get more score. The score that we're going to upload at the end when we connect our PlayStation 3 to the internet. Valkyrie profile. I never played any of those, but I hear good things. I know people didn't like the DS version, or maybe it was a DS version, like they removed all the voice acting in the localized version is what happened. I remember who's Valkyrie profile? That was Square Enix. I remember like around that era, I feel like Sega and Square Enix would occasionally bring over games with like less voice acting.
Parachutes?
And be like, maybe nobody will notice.
The firefighter station here must have been smoke jumpers. Jackpot.
I think like Phantasy Star Portable 2, like almost all the dialogue was voiced.
Listening in on the emergency band 121.5 megahertz.
And then by the when the U.S. localization came out, I think they only had it for like key
pilot of Husky
cutscenes.
Alpha Kilo 777. I had to make a forced landing near the summit of Silverback Mountain.
Joshua.
My passenger, Dr. Karen West, is alive and awaiting rescue at a cabin on the south face. I am on foot, en route to Jenner Station with vital medical supplies. If anyone can hear me, we need help.
That's how you get a
Please
thumbnail
hurry.
banned on Twitter or YouTube. Anytime I have a thumbnail of someone pointing a gun at the thing, YouTube's like, no, buddy, can't do that. Yeah, check out this room. Okay, there it is.
There's the cable car. What are the chances that thing is still running?
Joshua clone, yes. There's no power. I remember when I was a kid that I did have like a aunt that was very like adamant of like never pointing toy guns at people. Defeat the bear. Which I can understand why. Are you gonna... Alright. Baseball bear's back. Come on. Reload. That's just like the natural like instinct of bears when threatened is just break tree, use as bat with teeth. Chicago Cub. Yeah. Yeah, this game is like, surprisingly it was like fairly smooth early on, and this section of the game is just like absolutely not. But I mean, it's playable. The Wii version would hitch every single time you hit a checkpoint, like the entire screen would freeze for like a good second or so. So it's at least doing better than that, but it's definitely I don't know, is this probably like sub 30 frames, probably like. Maybe like high teens, low 20s. Where's the Digital Foundry tracker when you need it? Oh yeah, the creepy rat thing. I don't know what's up with that thing. They seem to love it though. Oh gosh, player choice. Grapple left or grapple right? Get the bonus EXP. This is fine. Where am I? What's happening? Oh, maybe I made the wrong choice. The correct choice, which is to make me advance the game now. Gross! He like did a flip and like on the cliff face backwards there for a second. That's one grapple choice is chaotic, the other one's good. Which one do you choose? Okay. Frame rate's okay over here. This side of the mountain's fine. I haven't checked in on Solomon Program in a while. I really probably should. I just played too much of the beta, I think. I spent a lot of time on the beta. And then, like, I was spoiled by, like, how quickly things leveled in the beta. So, like, everything just felt ridiculously long by the time I played the final game in terms of leveling. But, like, it makes sense why they would do that, given, like, you know, the type of game it is. But, yeah, I just kind of... Oh, the grappling point. I do like that game though. It was fun. I at least gave it like, what was it, 20 bucks or something like that I gave it to it. So like I feel good about the money I gave it. So.
November 9th. Render is dead. There's something in that cave. What it is, I can't say. I never got a good look. It came out of the dark and took Render before we realized what was happening. Me and Layton ran for the surface like the devil himself was on our tail. The thing that got Render came chasing after us and gave me a mean gash on the arm. The beast seemed reluctant to follow us into the sunlight or we'd be dead too. We stopped to rest before starting our climb down the mountain. The wound on my arm smells something awful. And I can feel a fever setting in.
Do you think the guy like intentionally ripped his journal pages out and dropped it on the mountain?
All right. Must be my lucky day. Maybe not. Huh. Motor's shorted out. Looks like the wiring's not too different from the electrical system in my Sky Ranger. Might be able to find some parts around here to fix this thing. Myself. It's not a
Were
good
their
sign.
growls like 3 times louder than they usually are? That was aggressive sounding. Our town. Push the wagon. This is hard to do because you have to hold the X button and then also hold up on the analog stick, but they're right beside each other, so I need to use 2 hands. Those are some loud growls, that's what I thought. I didn't play Curse Mountain. Have I talked about Curse Mountain recently at all? That was a neat game. Snowy mountaintop game. In the Himalayas, if I recall correctly.
Keep your fingers crossed.
I wanted to like that game a lot, but
Pause.
my memory of
Right,
it is
we're
that
in
it's not
business.
amazing.
You're not afraid
But
of
it's
heights,
definitely
are you?
interesting. If only by setting.
I'm sorry for what's about to happen, Togo. There's only one way we're getting down there in time. You're gonna have to trust me on this.
I'm trying to remember if in the Wii one they show the parachute, because I seem to recall you don't see a parachute in the Wii one. After this stream, I really got to go back and like look at some things between the games, because I feel like there's... Oh no, do not initialize network. I don't have my PS3 connected to the internet. These hungry predators are hunting on their turf. No, it's okay, Letch. Don't worry about it. Dog is calm and definitely not like 2 times the size of the main character. I don't know if you saw, but like his head is literally like
Okay, look,
2
that
times
was
bigger than
definitely
his.
not cool, I admit it. I'm sure the animal rights people would agree with you. I promise I'll make it up to you if we make it out of here.
Excuse me.
Don't you start now, too. Jonah's got me spooked out enough as it is. Let's take a look around. The sooner we find a way out of here, the better.
Alright. Find their way out of the mine. Yeah, no throwing the dog away, thankfully. Only parachuting with dog. Alright. I remember some of the jumping in this part of the game's weird. Yeah, like I feel like you magnetize a lot in this area. And this like perfectly straight cliffside to my left. Can't get over there. There we go. Oh yeah. Crows are now bats. Yeah, sure, we're good left. I think we might be able to jump up, honestly, from there, but alright. I keep jumping past the bats.
I keep thinking about all that gold hiding up there in that cave. What could a man do with such a fortune? What could he not do? That sort of wealth would open all the world's doors and bring a man's wildest dreams within reach. I can see that Layton's mind has turned to similar thoughts. He's had a strange look in his eyes since we left that cave. A man like Layton would be willing to die for a chance at that much money. I'm starting to wonder what else he might be willing to do for it.
I think I may have missed that journal entry because I don't remember that one. And I think it is optional because I think you don't have to walk this way. I think you just have to like go across this bridge over here. Yeah, I think I just jumped across the bridge without turning around. Ow. That in here? Oh no, it's the other way. Uh-oh. Press the PlayStation button. Oh, hello. Alright. I'm almost dead, though. Thankfully, I think checkpoints are pretty generous in this game, so... Oh, can I jump up this way? There we go. Shuffle about. Alright, I need to stop smacking the jump button. There we go. That's part of the problem with like the platforming stuff. Is like I just spam the jump button more than I should. So if I get in like a position where I need to be a bit more precise, it doesn't like work super well because I'm jumping around everywhere basically. Do I just need to grapple across from here? Okay. I thought I need to jump up there first for some reason. Another grapple. There's actually a part of this dungeon, part of this cave section that I glitched out at one point. I think I did something in the wrong order at some point. I have to remember when we get there. The music in here is pretty good, though. Very atmospheric. I feel like this would not hold up if a person jumped on it. It's just like a metal rack. I guess it has like 2 barrels of stuff on it.
I know now that Layton intends to kill me and claim Craddock's strike for himself. He keeps that axe close at hand, waiting for his moment. The gold fever is like a sickness in his mind. He's blinded by his greed, and it's made him careless. He won't be expecting me to make the first move. Only one man is coming down off this mountain. And that man's gonna be as rich as a Rockefeller.
Random poison water. I guess mines probably have like poisonous water to some degree. I don't know what is produced as a byproduct of mines, but there's probably something. Oh. Come backwards there. Hey, puppy. Oh, oops. I dropped too far. Hopefully it's not that far back. This is fine. I'd imagine the checkpoint's like literally like where I touch the ground on there. Probably. Nope. I don't know what determines like what causes you to need to have to grab onto a ledge or not. I think I left that ammo behind, but it's okay. We'll live.
I know.
I know. I also need to sneeze really bad. Will it happen? Excuse me. Oh, you know what? I have a mute button. I could have muted it. Sorry. Too late. Just have to live with that being a part of your life. Alright. So we're going to drop down here. Is this safe to drop from? Okay. There we go. You just need to grab onto like one ledge down the way and we would have been okay. Alright, you guys ready?
Oh boy, take it easy. Look, if this is about the parachute thing, I said I was sorry.
It's the bear. Get out a real gun. I was trying to grapple. Quite sure like what that's supposed to be there. Like we almost like end up in a standoff to some degree. Oh, come on. Well. Well, like, I don't know why I would grapple up there per se, or maybe this is why. Oh no, the dog. Hey, it's that dog. Don't shoot the dog. The dog's okay.
Huh. I guess that's two I owe you. Come on, let's get out of here before that thing comes back.
This feels wrong. This way? I think it's this way. Yeah. I'm just ignoring all the bats. They're just so hard to see in here. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like this section. I think there's like something weird with the jumping at this part. Let me see if it's also weird in this version. I don't think it is. I think in the Wii version, like if you jumped at this rope weird, it would like launch you up really high. Because I think it was trying to like get you to the top rail or something. Is this something? Is this anything? Nope. What am I doing? What's going on here? Where do I go? Here. Can I go over here? There we go. Okay. I just like could only wrap around on that particular level for some reason. Up. Grapple? Yeah, that's what I thought. Drop, I assume. Oh. Oh. Maybe if I just press the jump button once? Nope. I mean, I could just do this, actually. There we go. Grapple. Okay, thank God. He like magnetized. I jumped way far out. So there's like no way that I should have been able to grab that ledge. Oops. My eyebrow is super itchy right now, but this gun is not easy to let go of. Scratch it. Oh yeah. forget what this does, but we're gonna push it. Let me try this. Yeah, it's very Uncharted. Very Uncharted, very Tomb Raider-y. It's like if they took that one part of Uncharted and like made that its entire video game, basically. But considering the length of this game, I think it's fine, honestly. No bats. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, they're persistent. Where am I going? I'm having problems aiming at the top of the screen, apparently. Drop down? Okay. Drop down. Meets D2, yeah. I've never played D2, unfortunately. Nothing that ridiculous, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. You know, something about this soundtrack reminds me of the Lost in Shadow soundtrack. You guys know what that game is on the Wii? Like, something about how it sounds feels similar to me. Lost in Shadow is like a weird game. I unfortunately do not own that video game. I rented it. I did pass up buying it for like $5 a couple times. I think now it's like one of the more expensive Wii games. That is a interesting game. I don't know if it's a good game, but I enjoyed it at least. I think I have a review of it actually. Let's go back and look at what that said. It's so hard to see these bats. We're just gonna go. If I can. Okay. It's the dog. I'll clear both ways. Oh, can only clear one way apparently.
Cave in. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse. Hang in there, boy. We're not giving up now.
Can't see him.
There must be another way out.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I died right as it died. Security measures? What kind of security measures? Talking about Mr. T. Or Joshua, sorry. Not losing your passport's a pretty good idea.
Cave in. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
There's definitely a lot of stuff that you need to kind of...
We're not giving up now.
Prep.
Be another way out.
But yeah, like anything specific, like security measures, I'm not too sure about.
Nice.
But it probably depends on
Can't
what you
find a
mean by
way out of this
security.
hellhole. Then we'll just have to make one.
Alright. So if I recall correctly, I glitched this out last time because I didn't get that barrel or that dynamite on the right there. But like it was like glitched in a way that's not going to be beneficial to us in any way, so I'll probably just go ahead and do it properly this time. Basically, I got stranded because the last like thing you're on, like the last ledge you're on, I couldn't like jump down from it properly. Although it looks like maybe I can't go from here, so. But I couldn't like get over to it properly. Oh well. We'll see. Maybe it won't be a problem this time. And like I almost died like trying to or get off that platform because the how it was set up was in a way that I couldn't actually reach it. This looks right. Maybe I did something different. I have to go back and look at what I did. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to get a running start because I keep getting pushed off with that. There we go. I climb up. I climb, go to the left. There we go. Oh, that's tight. Come on. Where's my cursor? Man, why am I suddenly having cursor problems? The sensor bar is still on. Color's still on. Alright, what's your hint for me? I mean, the problem is I can't point at the screen for some reason. There we go. Yeah, so I think what happened last time is I picked up that dynamite and then I got stuck up there. So maybe just like something didn't trigger properly. And I had to like drop off the side to get down and plant the dynamite. That's kind of interesting. All right. I think this is the last mission. I feel like I've been slowly sliding back and back. Yeah, I guess it just kind of depends a little bit what you mean. But you know, there's different insurance plans out there for stuff if you need it. Health insurance on the go, things like that. If you're worried about that stuff, so. But yeah, for something like, you know, if you need to reschedule, like what to do if like COVID, you know, comes back and they cancel your flights or like you have to go into like a 2-week quarantine.
That must be Jenner Station. I expect those folks down there will be mighty happy to see us.
I think most
How's
airlines
a hot meal and a warm bed sound to you?
like have like a insurance program you can get. I don't know how flexible they are with COVID stuff anymore. Reach Jenner Station. I know, like really early on in the pandemic, like they were very flexible. They were just like, "Yes, please, just don't ask for your money back, dear God." But I don't know how it is today because I think like even with the Omicron variant or whatever, like I think it's not affecting things nearly as much as before in terms of like at least economic kind of stuff and interfering with people's plans. So. Can't see. Look. It seems like when they're behind me, their volume level's higher. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, where are we going? Probably here. But yeah, I mean, I'd be happy if any questions come up, Joshua, feel free to reach out to me. You know, I'm not exactly an expert on that stuff, but I could at least, you know, let you know what my experience was, for sure. I like the Superman jumps going on here. Oh. This is what all his training has led to, is giant Superman jumps. Oops. Alright, guess we're not climbing up that. That did not look very jumpable, honestly, but here we are. Up here? Yeah. I do really want to go back to Japan at some point, but yeah, I just don't know like when they're gonna open up. I think they went back to 2-week quarantines, right? And I don't think they've changed it back. Unlike the UK, I think the UK eased it back up. So. Here he come. Find a way to defeat Chop. Oh no! Didn't run fast enough. The shotgun like reload feels really slow. I don't remember it feeling that slow. Oh, how far back did it put us? Oh, okay. I think this is the cutscene. Yeah. Stuck. Grappling. Alright, this pointer is not.
Holy.
I don't think I grappled onto it, honestly, but, you know, whatever works.
Togo, this way.
Alright, here we go. The final level of 1080. Avalanche! Go! Oh god, we're dead. Go. Escape from the avalanche. Oh god. I feel like we hit that exact same rock last time, but... Ow! Oh no, that's bad. It's interesting because I got like all this entire section first try on the Wii version, so it's weird that like the whole bear segment I had some problems with. Ah, come on. All right. Oops. There we go. Try it yet again. Man, I like 1080 Avalanche a lot. That's a good game. Okay, so we're going to go here, and then we're going to turn hard left here to make sure we stay in, like, the center. Yeah. There we go. Oh, God, it's so hard to see. Oh. good? Not yet. Oh god, not yet. Oh no, oh boy, that was close. There we go. Whew. I think I only had 1 HP left there. It's so exciting, Electric Barrier. What are you talking about? This is the finale.
I can't feel my body. Okay, I can feel that. Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Get the first aid kit. Good morning, sunshine.
Is he, you know, dead?
Just from the neck up.
Feels like I got hit by a bus. How long have I been out?
Almost 2 days.
The vaccine?
You got here just in time. No one else has died. It seems the outbreak is under control. Mr. James,
Call me Logan.
Thank you, Logan. What you did was amazing.
No sweat. How did you get here anyway?
A search and rescue plane picked up your SOS, led them right to us. You know, you're a big hero now, Logan. Togo, too. The papers are comparing your adventure to the Gnome Serum run of 1929. Somebody mentioned something about a bronze statue in the town square.
Gnome Serum run? Is that
Well,
like a real
be
thing?
sure to send me a picture.
You're not planning to stick around?
I've had enough snow for one lifetime.
I don't blame you.
I hear the Florida Keys are nice this time of year. You want to tag along? I'll fly us down there.
Let's take the train.
Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Let's take the train. Because you can't fly for shit. We did it. We're the pro adventurer. Is that a picture of a bear? Picture of the bear we killed. The picture of Bunny. A good explorer. Well, that is Cabela's. Other than the performance, honestly, I think I prefer the Wii version just because I feel like the Wiimote and Nunchuck are more comfortable. Admittedly, you can play this with the PlayStation Move controllers. I don't know how that works. Does one of the Move controllers have an analog stick on it? Is that how that works? Like the left one and the right one, basically like a nunchuck kind of thing. So. I do not play mobile adventures. Oh yeah, pro adventure, yeah. No casual adventures here. I think the shooting galleries in these games are pretty dull. Basically, how it works is, as far as I can tell, they're basically mostly the same. Oh. I'm sure there's like some variety down in here. Let's go to track 3. And you have usually like 2 different guns. You have a rifle and like a shotgun. And then you have to use the shotgun for birds and the rifles for
Welcome to Alaska, partner.
like the moose and stuff.
Got him.
I imagine this is, you know, more or less what the arcade game is. Well, I played the arcade game before. Actually, I've not played a lot of the arcade. So, like, the arcade game, I think it's, like, more of, like, individual, like, sections that you're, like... Oh, I shot the wrong thing. That you're, like, shooting.
Looks like you missed a turn back there.
You only want to shoot, like, certain types of animals sometimes. I don't know if that's not one of them.
Nice shooting. Heat him up.
Seems kind of unnecessary. It's not, like, particularly hard to see enemies.
That'll kill the pain.
Oh, it's health pack. Okay. Miss. Forced genocide, yeah.
Nice shooting.
Imagine if hunting was just a dude like running through the forest full speed, just like with a shotgun, shooting down entire flocks of birds.
On target.
Oh, I didn't see the wolf.
Take another path. Clean kill. Bullseye. Third place ain't bad.
And like, there's like online leaderboards and stuff, so I can definitely see like the appeal of that. They still make Cabela games? I assume they do, but I don't recall the last like home console Cabela game I've seen.
It's like they're standing still. You're golden. No need to reload.
No need to reload. Go slow. Alright, start into the ammo. So I think this goes until you die, basically. But yeah, I mean, it's like a shooting range, and it's kind of fun. You kind of go in circles. You can choose different directions. I don't know. I never like found this mode fun from what I played of it. So. All right, it's enough of that. Oh, stretch.
Here he comes. Get
Oh
out of the
no.
way.
Oh, there we go. Don't mess with me. Oh, I finished the trek. There we go. Enough of the trek. Create challenge. What is create challenge? Damage taken. Oh, take less damage than your friend. Interesting. So can you like basically tell somebody, hey, do better than me? Kind of like a, not really ghost data, but like a ghost score. Interesting. What time is it? 9:16. Let me think. What can we, oh, drop the gun on the ground. What can we burn 15 minutes on? We can hunt more. You guys want to go on a safari together? Okay. Let's see if it plays nice. I saw when my Wii U came up, it said the resolution wasn't right or something. All right, I should be able to move up now. A little bit, at least. We'll still sit back because it is a Wii game. And I'm already back here, so might as well. They can at least sit a little more centered. Time to hunt with a car instead of a gun. A car and a lasso? I think that's all that's in this game.
Sega.
Jumbo! Full Fat. I don't recognize the name Full Fat. Is Land Rover a car? A vehicle? The resolution on this game is real strange. It doesn't look like it's trying to display in 4:3, but it's not like trying to display in 16:9 either. I'll just leave it as is. Cabela Safari is pretty cool. All right, I'm over 10 years old. I've only really played the arcade game. Played a little bit of this one when I got it, but haven't given it much time. I'm above the age 10. All right, who do I want to be? Oh, baby.
Zoe.
Oh, there are multiple versions of this game? Oh, it's Ben. Hi, Ben. That's me. The ranch. It's the center of the entire Sari with park with exits to all regions. Here at the ranch, there are 4 places to visit. My place is all about you. I like how this is phrased. It's like my place, like this Ben on screen here. His place is all about me. He has my clothes. He has my photos. He has my achievements. There you go. The enclosure can hold 3 animals in the middle part. Blah, blah, blah. Now on Peak Plains. Is it like a PS2 version or something? Oh, I didn't know this DS one. Interesting. Yeah, I figured this was probably different from the arcade game. Okay, Z to accelerate. I played a little bit of the arcade version, so I figured this like the general idea was the same. Oh, that's closed off. All right. Where do I find my mission? Is this my home? No, it's the animal enclosure. I was not paying attention to what it wanted me to do, actually. Is this my home? Yeah, I haven't, I didn't know anything about this till I randomly saw it in an arcade. And like if I saw this on the shelf without that Sega logo on it, I probably would have no idea that this is like a video game that's worth looking at. Oh, I can switch characters. Oh, I can only be one other character. Oh, I can change hairstyle? Oh, it costs money. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna guess most things cost money, so. I forget how I get to the actual range to play. Maybe is it here? River, okay. Okay, I must drive to the outpost first. All right, where is this outpost? Right there it is. Okay. It does make me wonder, like, who looked at that arcade game and was like, let's put this on the Wii. I guess anyone was really just trying to get anything out on the Wii, right? Like, you probably could be like, well, what's something we can build upon to put something out really quick? Okay, arcade games, they look close enough. They're family friendly, just like the Wii is, you know. We can put something that says Jumbo Safari, and a bunch of kids or a bunch of parents who like want to get their kids a Wii game for $20 will buy it, kind of thing. All right. That. Okay, yeah, here's how we actually... Oh, do I have to actually twirl the Wii remote? Is that what it said? Oh, yeah, it says twirl the rope. Alright. White throw. Steer the vehicle. Keep aim while the rope is in the air. Bingo! Bingo! Press the B button to pull on the rope. Be careful not to pull too hard or the rope will break. What's that? Oh, dang it. Am I still connected to him? It seems like it. Oh, hold down B button. Not pulling the rope. Oh, God. Oh, God. Rammed by the zebra. Oh man. I'm just like running over these animals.
Fantastic. Send the animal to the enclosure.
All right. We rescued an animal. We drove over 3 along the way, but we definitely rescued them. What is this?
Spot discovered.
Tourist spot. Oh, is that Ben? No.
New badge.
We drove as fast as a cheetah. This. Nothing I can do with this? I don't think so. Okay. There's like a king marker there. Nope. This one here.
Attention.
Wonderful.
Send to the enclosure.
Definitely feels very like stock. Oh yeah, I have an arrow. I should follow the arrow. Or I could capture a lion. A lion with a toothache. We gotta make sure that toothache's taken care of.
Fantastic.
Alright. Let's go to the actual mission objective. As much as I want to catch those ostriches. This lion is on fire. Thorns. Alright. Whoops, sorry. I don't know if there's a way to go in reverse. Probably is. Okay, no collision. Here we go. I mean, I don't want to fast travel. Oh, there you go. Okay. I already blasted an enemy. Where's the very angry lion? There we go. We'll take care of very angry lion. Oh! Apparently very angry because it's going to attack me. Can I capture the very angry lion, or is it? I think it just rams into me. All right. Well, we tried. I do not have Africa on the PS3, unfortunately. I forgot that was a video game, honestly. That's like a photo taking game, right? Oh, the void.
Wonderful.
All right.
Radio alert.
There you go. I have Africa now. Go to the photo hut. Oh, is the C button like a boost? Apparently. At least that feels like what it was trying to show me. Oh. Okay, there's like a help button. Happy snapping. Oh god. Can we move while taking a camera? No, you have to. Oh, I missed the apple. What is happening now? Am I just... Like, I don't know what my goal is, really. I mean, obviously I'm getting points. I guess there's these little beams I can go to that I assume are quests. Oh, now it's Crazy Taxi. Jamba Safari is like 30 games in one, apparently. Secret places of interest, and it's Wii-Ski. Cabela Falls. I imagine probably where a waterfall is. So, do I get any like help about that, or am I just like blindly driving around looking for these falls? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been tackled by a few different lines. I don't know where these falls are. Okay, there's water. Water's coming from this way, so let's head this way for now. Oh, the water slows you down a lot, actually. Can I direct me there? Okay, cool. Something blue there. There we go. Kind of interesting that you get like points for doing random things, but like, I guess that becomes your currency, right? Because that's the. While holding the Z button, press up on the controls. Okay, I see. That's how that was happening. I thought I was doing that by pressing the C button. Oh no! Oh no!
New badge.
I assume these are the falls right here.
New clothing unlocked.
New clothing unlocked. These look like the falls. Not the Mbala Falls, though. Just wrap around the other side just to make sure. This is too deep. But I got out. Okay, there we go. I assume the side I come in against probably doesn't matter, but... Oh, it's like a little phone thing. Oh, there we go.
Tourist spot discovered.
Nope, different falls.
New clothing unlocked.
Do I have a map or anything? But where am I right now? Right there? I don't see any other oh, there's like water at the bottom, I guess. I guess the other direction. I guess that makes some sense. I kind of want to drive over an animal again, but... Uh-oh. There we go. Alright. We'll try back down this way. This game seems alright. It's maybe not... I think maybe there's some presentation things I'm maybe not a huge fan of with it, but generally I like what's going on here. Okay, is this the falls? Savor this memory forever. Just drove up to it and then just like, okay, this is fine. We're good. Oh, I gotta drive over that one to get it. I do like the car sounds, like when you're driving around. I like the shakiness sounds. Like, I don't know, good car noises. Is this your home?
Nice
okay.
trip.
We did it. Alright. Well, I think it's enough of Jumbo Safari for now. Maybe I will invest the time into it. I don't know how long this game is. I like that this game just kind of lets you do whatever, though. It lets you drive over the animals. It lets you explode, apparently. Drive into the water. Those are good traits to have for like a weird open world Jumbo Safari game. If you could call this open world, it is kind of small. But look at that. You see that mountain over there? You can go to it, except for the fence is in the way. So as long as you're okay with the fence being in the way between you and the mountain, it's an open world game. Alrighty. Oh, there's my picture. Can I post it to the Wii message board? Please? I don't think I can. At least not from here. You can't do anything with it, but it's nice, yeah. Alrighty, well I think that's enough for me tonight. Thanks for coming for Cabela Shoot time. That was a fun game. Maybe we'll play more story-based Cabela games in the future. I need to look in to see which ones are story and which ones actually came out on PS3. So I'm not buying the 360 version since 360 controllers are... Well, I don't know. I'd have to look to see what the actual like controller price is. But, you know. I'm not going to buy at least a survival kit for Xbox 360. Then I could have two of these and then dual wield. Play, like, I could play I could play the 360 version and the PS3 version at the exact same time. Like a real American hero. So yeah, anyways, in terms of stream stuff coming up, we're going to be playing Parasite Eve starting next week. So that will be on Thursday next week. Does that make sense? Thursday next week, the 30th? Yeah. So I'll be playing that on Thursday next week. Start that up. And then that should take about, I'd say probably a good chunk of January. And then after that, I'm not quite sure 100% where we're going to go with stream games yet. But Final Fantasy 15 Pocket we mentioned earlier. I got to double check out the length of that game. I think it's under 20 hours though. But that'll probably be a good, like, you know, month and a half-ish if we do that. So, yes. Hey, Cephalon EOS. Welcome. This is the end of the stream. I appreciate you coming, though. But yeah, so we'll have that Parasite Eve stuff coming up next week. And then this upcoming week, there's going to be like a end-of-year video. I still got to record it, honestly, so I got to put that together still. But that'll be coming up on the YouTube channel. Just going to combine it all into one video this year. So it might be a little long. It might be the length of like a typical podcast or something. But otherwise, I have a full video coming out the first week of the new year. So look forward to that. I'll also be officially launching the Patreon at that time. But the Patreon will have free content in it from what I've been posting up until this point, basically. So you can check that stuff out and decide if you want a Patreon. I'm still working on the Patreon model, so if you have anything that you would particularly want out of a Patreon for me, let me know. Yeah, stream is ending. We're all finished, but there will be a what's it called? What is it called? VOD on YouTube. So yeah, but let me know if you guys have any particular ones you want with the Patreon. That being said, I can't add a lot to it, unfortunately. So, but you know, feel free to do so. I might add a lower program that's just like a entry level program. I think I want for like the stream game, like voting and podcast questions. I want to get that as low as possible, basically. So I need to look at it again. I know like Patreon, if you try to set it under $3, it starts to yell at you about doing that. I assume because like they have to pay taxes and stuff like that. But I think they let you set it below $3 if you want. So I just gotta like look and see what that means to do that and what happens in that case. Worst case scenario, I'll just set maybe a category to $3. But right now it's a $5 and a $10 level at the moment. But again, I'm going to be releasing everything for free for the pre-launch stuff for free. Anything after that, I'll probably selectively make certain things free, but not like everything, obviously. So, Grenier? Have your attention, Tenno. Need intel on Grenier. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. What is Grenier? Let me look it up. Sorry, my stream setup's all messed up this week, so let me slip up closer here. Get in close. Grenier.
Medical alert!
Medical alert! I was not expecting all of a sudden medical alert. The only thing I see when I pull up Grenier is something about Warframe Cephalon. So if you're asking me about something Warframe related, I unfortunately know nothing about that. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely, if you want, follow up with me on Twitter later. Facebook, you can post there too. All that fun stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. But feel free to follow up with me if you need to. Medical alert. I'm gonna head out though. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourself. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that. What was it that we're doing, Mr. T? We're watching Scarface, I think. Yeah. What about? I know about Princess Tomato for the NES. What about it? Did I say Thanksgiving? What was it? Scarface for Christmas? Is that what it was? I'm tired, Mr. T. sleepy. Did not sleep super well this week, unfortunately, for a lot of reasons. So. This Scarface on Sunday. Okay, and I assume that's at the usual time, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I picked up a Princess Tomato on the Wii eShop, but I realized the Wii eShop is... The NES emulation for Virtual Console is bad. It's visually not great, but... A traditional video of it from would be excellent. I mean, what is the status of Princess Tomato? Like, do people talk about that game much? I assume so. I heard about it at least, so that, like, through normal channels. The 8-Bit Duke did one. I've never played it, unfortunately, so it's hard for me to say if that would be a good fit for me or not. It seems like a chunk of people have made videos about it, so that's... I'm not saying that doesn't mean I wouldn't make a video about it, but how long is it? Like 2 hours? This is like 4 hours on that. Princess Tomato long play. Oh, how long to beat actually would be better. Yeah, I mean, if you're saying traditional video, if you mean like the scripted video, those are hard to do as well. It's like I have to really care about something to do those. Princess Tomato is about 4.5 hours, so it's not a very long game at least. But yeah, I unfortunately just don't have a lot of experience with it, but I do own a copy of it, so I might play through it someday, and I don't know if it'd be a good stream game or not, but it's a little hard for me to say if I would do a review or not. I try not to think too much about game reviews ahead of time in terms of like what I want to do. Like Gun Gauge is a good example. I did a video about Gun Gauge, and I kind of realized in the process of making a video about Gun Gauge is I wanted to do a video about Gun Gauge ahead of time, like before I actually played it, more than I wanted to do a video about Gun Gauge afterwards. And I think that caused medical emergency. I think that caused that video to be a little flat in a lot of ways. So the casual reviews I don't mind so much because those I'm just like, you know, talking through it. But like a scripted video like that, it does take a lot of effort to do that. So I don't think we'll have any kind of near-term content for Princess Tomato, but it's good to know. I forgot I owned that game, so for sure we might look into it. 4.5 hours to 5 hours wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I would say probably in the short term, the stream would probably be the most likely, and then depending on how I feel afterwards, that would determine if it's going to be a casual review or a traditional video. I will say ahead of time, like looking at it, I don't know if there's anything like I think it's a cute game for sure. I don't know enough about it as a game to say like if it'd be a traditional video. So because those things take like I've been working on that Nintendo, like I have not been like actively working on it, but Nintendoji, that video's been planned since September, right? Like I played through and beat Nintendoji, and stuff got in the way and like slowed things down. But like it is not unrealistic for me to take 1 to 3 months to finish a game and then realize I want to do like a traditional video about it and then put a video out. But you know, those videos I put a lot of work into, so where the casual reviews I just basically talking about. Anyways, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I hadn't really thought about it before today. So thank you for bringing it up. I don't know if I'll get to that, but I'll at least keep it in mind in the short term, and feel free to remind me whenever as well. I don't mind it. But yeah, I hadn't really considered playing Princess Tomato anytime in the short term. So definitely it'd probably depend, at least through the stream, depending on what this group generally feels like doing. Parasite Eve is our next game that we're streaming, so that's going to be the priority for now. And then from there, things are going to be a bit more up in the air. So probably most of January, we're pretty much packed on stream stuff. But maybe in February we can start looking at it. And one thing that I'm doing with the Patreon is I am basically allowing people who are part of the Patreon, they're going to be able to submit games to that. And then we'll do like a poll on picking games. And then so we might have situations where we do that, where we can pick a game, and if you submit it, we can prioritize that game as like as a title we play. I'm not going to make every stream game be a Patreon only game, but it would be ways that somebody could influence what we end up playing at the end of it, kind of thing. So the one exception is like games that are 20 hours, over 20 hours. I just don't really like playing a game that long because of how rarely I stream just once a week, right? It takes a long time. But Princess Tomato at 5 hours, plenty of time. So yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, Electric. If I get stuck, for sure. If like it depends. Like obviously we don't want to like backseat game or whatever, but generally like I'm usually happy to receive advice if I am very clearly like stuck for a while. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming, Self. Is there a particular video that you came from that caught your attention? I'm always curious with that stuff because I make a lot of different types of videos and cover different types of games, so like I never know where people come from with that stuff. So think about the giant Cabela audience I'm gonna bring in with this stream. I'm gonna get comments all the time just being like, dude, go review Cabela at your local arcade, man. Go review the Cabela game where they have a zombie mode in it for some reason. That's at the what's that place called? Dave & Buster's. That's there. I don't think we'll play a Cabela game anytime soon, unfortunately. Probably for the best though. So. But yes, I will end the stream now. But thank you so much for coming, guys. But yeah, we'll watch Scarface on Sunday, and then I'll have that year in review video going up at the I think probably go up Wednesdays. I think I'll plan to schedule it, and then we'll have a new video early next year. All right, and then we'll be back on the old microphone next time too. So, anyways, you guys have a good break, good Christmas, and feel free to reach out to me wherever you can, Cephalon. I'll be happy to chat with you further about any of that stuff. So, all right. Oh, Echo 1. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Cool. Well, thanks for jumping in the stream. Appreciate it. Anyways, I'm gonna run. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, Pen. I almost literally just clicked end stream, Mr. T. You saved me. You saved me from denying you, Pen.